A great sports weekend. A great sports weekend. I think we got to get into it. I think there's nothing else to do, BBD. And so I'll address it. I'll address it right at the top. Game of the night. We had a lot of candidates. Phillies almost had an insane comeback, but it came up short. Gonna start talking like Kyle Hurd. Nuggets Jazz. They're going 7. It's a little Seinfeld and Cowherd there. Murray and Mitchell are doing crazy things. I think we might save that game 7. BBD, it's a little bit of a cop-out, but it's not a cop-out. We're doing 2 games. They were 2 7-inning games, and they were crazy. We're staying in New York City, the city of angels. I called it that the other day, and someone DM'd me and was like, hey, do you know you accidentally called New York the city of angels? Was that a joke? I was like, no, kind of. It's kind of all a fake joke. I don't really know. Let's get into it. Mets-Yankees played 2 yesterday. 7-inning games. That's what we're doing this year. The Yanks were spiraling. They broke out of a 7-game losing streak the day before. And so what happens, BBD? Game 1 of the doubleheader. The Yankees are throwing some slop out there. Their bullpen and pitching is depleted. The Mets go up 7-2. It was a 2-2 game. Robbie Cano, don't you know, old friend of the Yankees. He hits a 2-run homer to give them a lead. I think Conforto hits a double that gives them a little insurance. Conforto and an Alonso hit by pitch. It's 7-2 Mets heading into the final inning. 7-2, that's 5 runs. Big baby David. Math pod. Mike Ford gets on base via error. Okay, not great. Then the Yankees make 2 outs. I believe the win percentage probability for the Mets was 99.8 or something along those lines. So about 99% win probability for the Mets. Let's remember that. Tyler Wade walks. Tyro Estrada, my guy, the young prince, hit by pitch. Luke Voit, check swing shift beating single to score a couple runs. Tyro Estrada almost gets thrown out on the bases. He should have if the third baseman catches the ball. Wild pitch. Aaron Hicks to the sticks. He hits a game-tying 2-run home run. It's tied. The Mets blow a 5-run lead. This game will go down in Yankees history. This game could have been the game of the night. Gio Urshela gets the game-winning RBI single the next inning. We almost don't even care because that's how that works. And as a bonus to bring this to game of the night, they play 2. Davy Garcia makes a great MLB debut. If you're a baseball fan, maybe remember that name. Kid's got some stuff peacocking on the mound. Baby Pedro out there. And then in game 2, 1-1, Yankees, they give it up. They tie it up. We go into extras, and Gary Sanchez, who's had a horrific year, fastest AL player ever to 100 home runs, but an absolutely horrific year, and hated by a lot of his own fans and people outside of baseball that just want to, or outside of the Yankees, because they hear he's bad at blocking. Well, guess what? He hits a 453-foot pinch hit grand slam for the Yankees to win the series, to just embarrass the Mets. I'm embarrassing you at this party. And that's exactly what they did. So, obviously, a little bias there, folks. But I think those 2 games could stick with anyone for game of the day. And the fact that they were back-to-back in the same stadium. I'm going there, and now you don't have to hear me talk about the Yankees or the Mets anymore. It's as Metsy as it gets yesterday, babe.